Let's talk about fish people. I don't know if you guys heard, but they just added mermaids into The Sims 4, and I got a chance to get my hands on them early at EA Play. So this video is presented by EA Game Changers. I went to Los Angeles and I played this pack early. It's coming out on June 21st. I got my hands on it already, and I've got some footage to share with you all. And I made a mermaid at EA Play. And I know what you're thinking. You're like, Kayla, what? I thought you hated cults in The Sims 4. You strongly despise vampires, and you're right. I do hate vampires, and I hate aliens, and I hate most occults in The Sims. I'll admit that. I'm more of a realistic kind of like family player. I prefer more realistic gameplay. That's why I didn't really like Get Famous that much. I didn't really enjoy Strangerville. I didn't really enjoy vampires because I'm just not into that kind of thing. Whereas like Cats and Dogs and Parenthood and Laundry are like my favorite packs for this game. I'm just more into that sort of thing for The Sims. And so when they announced mermaids were coming to The Sims 4, I was kind of like, oh boy. Fish people, like, woohoo, you know, oh, woohoo, God, oh. Definitely wasn't like a selling point for me on this pack, whereas I know a lot of you guys are probably big into mermaids and really excited, and to be fair, of the occult types, especially in The Sims 3, mermaids were my favorite. I had a bit of a mermaid obsession as a child. I used to watch The Little Mermaid every single day on VHS when I was like 4 or 5. Like, I was obsessed with The Little Mermaid. And so this is maybe a bit of a childhood dream, I'm not gonna lie. And also, Island Paradise was the first pack I ever bought for The Sims 3. I played The Sims 3 for years. I never had any expansion packs or anything because I couldn't afford them. And then when Island Paradise came out, I was like, wait, mermaids? Islands, owning a hotel? I was like big into it. So I bought Island Paradise and Pets at the same time. Those were my first packs for The Sims 3. So like Island Paradise kind of holds a special place in my heart as my first ever expansion pack for The Sims 3, right? And so Island Living in The Sims 4, I mean, it kind of is that same vibe, right? And so I was pretty excited about it. And I still am. I really enjoyed mermaids when I played with them. It's just one of those things where like, it was fun to play with the one time, and I'll probably do a mini Let's Play and then never touch them again. Like, I know for a fact I'm not gonna have mermaids as part of my regular gameplay, and I don't really like the idea of mermaids, like, hopping around and, I guess, swimming around my Sims. Like, I just don't really have any interest in occults in my regular day-to-day gameplay. But it's fine. They don't affect me. They aren't invasive. They're not some invasive fish species, you know, so it's okay. They can exist separately from me. Luckily, it's unlike vampires. They don't just show up at your front door trying to break into your home and convert you. That doesn't happen. But you can make a mermaid in CAS, and you can turn a human sim into a mermaid, or a fish person, if you will, if you so choose. There are various ways to do that, involving like mermaidic kelp and stuff like that. I didn't play that way. I don't have any footage of turning mermaids into turning Sims into fish. I don't have any footage of turning Sims into fish, so I can't show you that or speak on that. But when I get the pack for real next week, I'll definitely make some content on fish turning, because we all deserve to know. I made one in CAS. I made a beautiful rainbow mermaid. Her name is Prisma Peacock. I don't know why. I randomized her name and I got Peacock at the end, and I was like, okay, I can get behind that. I wanted to have like a rainbow sort of name, like Prisma, and then I was like, I want it to be some alliteration in there, so I got Prisma Peacock, and it's cute, it's weird. I don't know how to name mermaids. I keep saying fish people because I feel like mermaid is very like, I don't know, it's kind of a gendered term. Mer people is a stupid word, and I think that fish people is funny because it kind of like makes fun of them. I don't hate mermaids. I don't hate fish people at all. I just don't love them. They're not my favorite. They're just fine. So I'm sorry for not being that excited about them. But I did have a lot of fun playing with them. Like I said before, I played no, I didn't. I played for like 30 minutes, gameplay-wise, in this pack. And some of that was mermaid stuff. And I'll be honest, they're actually kind of cool. I was excited to see what happens when they swim and stuff like that, because for one, the open ocean is amazing in this game. Like, I was not expecting it to look this cool or be this cool at all. So I made my little mer person, my little fish, and I had her come into the world. I gave her a house, and I was like, okay, now swim. And I put her into the water, and she goes in, and she kind of jumps and, like, turns into a mermaid and, like, does a flip, if you will, and then she swims away. And I took a lot of screenshots of her, like, in front of the sunset, you know, her tail flipping up. And I think the best part of mer people, of merfish, in the merfish, of the fish in The Sims are the other fish in The Sims, because mermaids can befriend dolphins. Any sim can befriend dolphins. They kind of show up around the buoys in the game. But mermaids have like an automatic close friendship with dolphins, so it's really easy to make them like do tricks for you and stuff. And so I had a lot of fun getting my friend Timmy and then like forcing him to do tricks. Like I was making him spray me, I was like splashing him, you know, we were having a good time. I also gave my fish the conservationist career. I keep calling her a fish, I'm sorry. I just think it's funny. I gave my fish the conservationist career, so she had to go like pick up trash around the place and stuff, trying to clean up the islands. I like the idea of her being like this magical mermaid that's come to save the world. I don't know. I loved her rainbow tail too. I was really excited about that. I thought she was really pretty. And there's a few new like hair swatches that are kind of rainbow looking, and I think the hairs are very mermaid. I was gonna say they're very fish. But I don't think you want fishy hairs, do you? They're very, like, mermatic hairs. Is that a word? I don't know. They're, like, big, pretty, like, remind me of Ariel. And we all love Ariel. We all know I do. I had, like, a mini Ariel obsession as a child. I was gonna make her in The Sims, but then I was like, everyone's gonna make Ariel. Like, do I need to do that? But I suppose I could still do it. Like, why not? You know? That could be kind of fun. I did have like some Disney princess stuff on my channel for a while back in the day. Maybe we could bring it back. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm sorry, I don't mean to like hate on mermaids too much, because the trailer for this pack, I will admit, was so cool. If you haven't seen it, I'll link it down below. Please watch the trailer, because there's a part in the trailer where it kind of turns nighttime, everyone's hanging out by the fire and stuff, and they start to go swimming, and this girl walks down to the water, and then her friends kind of follow, and one of them like, she like stops the friend, and he makes this face. It was so cool, and then the girl just gets in the water and turns into a mermaid and swims away, and it was like mind-blowing to me. It was so well done, and I think about that scene a lot, okay? It was really beautiful, and I love The Sims 4, and sometimes I see things in trailers and I'm like, wait. And it makes me emotional because I love this game so much. I loved it for years, and it's just cool to see cool things happen in it, you know? I'm a weenie, I'm sorry. I get emotional. I wish I could have reacted to the trailer because I saw it at EA Play. They played it for us, so we started capturing. They didn't like announce the trailer at a time that I could have filmed a recording like reaction to it, and I'm so sad because I love doing trailer reactions. They're so fun for me to do, but it's okay. Maybe next time. And in case you missed it and are worried about it, there are plenty of other cast items that aren't just mermaid focused or fish focused. Don't worry. They have like the classic coconut bras and stuff like that for the fish people, but they also have regular clothes and swimsuits and things for regular Sims. I didn't spend a ton of time in cast when I was at EA Play because I just don't super care about create a Sim stuff. I kind of went in and I was like, okay, press new game. Okay. Cool shirts and hairs, nice, let's go into build mode. So I kind of like skipped through it real fast and went straight to building because I really was excited for the new world, and I was like, I can see this cast stuff anytime. This doesn't even matter. I just want to see the world. And so I kind of skipped through it, but I did film some cast things, and I've got them on the screen for you now. I really enjoy some of the new dresses and stuff. I thought they were really pretty, and the hairs are really nice. I really like how big they are because we don't really have any big, long, curly hairs. They look a lot. The hairs that we got look a lot like things that CC creators do, which is really cool because CC creators make things that were lacking in the game, especially like big curly hairs, and we don't have many big curly hairs in The Sims 4, and they're really doing a good job of making a lot more of them, and so we have some more in this pack, and they're really pretty. But the mermaids and the fish people, there's plenty of options for them. I'm sorry. When I first went into cast, I didn't even look at mermaids. I looked at the clothes and I was like, all right, sure, check mark. I didn't even touch mermaids for the first time I went into cast, which I think is very telling of how I feel about them, because like, everyone else, their first thing they did was look at mermaids, and I was just like, well, I don't know, I'll see you later. But I do like them, they're fun, it's not for me, okay? And that's just not me lying to be like nice to EA. I do like the mermaids, this isn't my thing, right? And I'm not gonna lie to you guys and pretend to be excited about them when I'm not, because I just don't play this way, and you all know the truth, okay? I've made so many vampire complaints, like, and the thing is, like, vampires are really good, like, the pack is really well done, I just don't want to play with vampires. I just want to be a standard business lady who goes to work and has a garden on the side. You know, I don't want to, and I want to paint pictures. I don't want to be a vampire, and I don't want to be a fish person either. But you know what? For now, we'll embrace the fish people, and I'm actually excited to get my hands on the pack for real and play with them because, like I said, I didn't even touch them really at EA Play, so I can't wait to actually have more time to play with them for real because I spent so much time building at EA Play that I barely ever explored mermaids, so I really don't know anything about them, which means that I should not be making this video. but I did have footage to share that I wanted you guys to see, so you're welcome. I posted like 3 other videos before on this pack. I also streamed myself looking at all my footage the other day, so I have a bunch of content on Island Living you can check out. I'll link it all down below, but on that note, I'm gonna go ahead and cut off right here. I hope that you enjoyed the video. Make sure to leave a like and comment and subscribe and do all those fun YouTube things, and in case you guys didn't know, I post new videos every single day, and so I will see you all tomorrow. Bye, everybody. Was I just mean about, like, fish people is meant in a good way. Like, fish people is a nice term. I mean, like, fish people as a friendly compliment, not as, like, a derogatory, oh, you're a fish thing. But, like, I love fish people. Sure.